One of the questions we get on an ongoing basis is, how's the market?
Yeah.
How would you say
So
the market is?
the market is an odd market. One of our greatest resources is a text log between about 30 of the highest producing agents in Atlanta. And recently on that text log, one of the agents said, I'm at an open house. How's everyone's open houses going?
How's the traffic this weekend?
Yeah, and the answers
all over
told
the
the whole story.
Yeah.
So several agents said crickets, 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 and then another agent says slammed. I have 13 groups coming through my open house this weekend.
And some would say, I have a buyer who's competing in multiple offers.
Yes.
And so on Tuesday, on our sales meeting, we kind of asked more questions of we got all over the board variety here. What is the market? What's the key factor and why some houses are getting multiple offers and some are just crickets?
Yes.
And there's a lot of, honestly,
there are some key
random,
factors,
but sometimes it is. First of all, it has to be a perfect staged move-in ready house.
The houses that look like model homes that the sellers have edited all their belongings, not all, but at least half out of the house. And it honestly looks like no one can possibly live there like that. Those are the houses that are getting multiple offers.
But it has to be priced right still.
Right.
I mean, it is. And when that was one of the things that was enlightening is the multiple offers are not hundreds of thousands above list price. It is multiple offers at list price or slightly under. So it's not a multiple offers where it's bidding up.
There was one. Again,
but it's an anomaly.
The whole point is how inconsistent this is.
Yeah.
And one of the agents at our sales meeting said, well, I know that seems to be the market, but actually I did get multiple offers on my listing and one was 100,000 over. Yeah. So they are still out there, but those houses are impeccable. Yeah. So the lesson there is, if you're gonna sell your home, there are a couple of things you need to do early. First of all, contact your agent early in the process. Not only can your agent help you stage your home in a way that is appealing to the broadest audience, because we have so much experience in seeing what the public likes over and over again. So that is always helpful.
Yeah.
And we can also help you not do things that you might think are important, but will have actually no effect whatsoever. So we can save you money in that way.
Give you a little checklist of what to and what not to do for the return on your money. We want it to work out for everybody. A win-win situation. But staging is a huge thing. Painting, just a simple paint job does wonders. I know that people are buyers will want to do their own thing. Buyers today don't have vision.
No.
They want it to be move-in ready. Let's do it. A blank slate. Yeah. One day we will paint our own colors, but they want it clean and
they can't imagine
ready.
And the thing is, if as a seller, the attitude is, well, buyers just want to do their own thing, they'll make it their own. Buyers on their side of it say, I want to offer less money so that I can make it my own. So you're paying for their ability to make it their own. Whereas if you hand over a model home that's move-in ready, turnkey, then you're going to get the highest price on the market.
And it goes along with price as well. You want to price right at the beginning, because if you think, oh, well, maybe there is someone who would be willing to pay the higher price. Let's just try it for 2 weeks. We get that a lot.
It's tempting.
It's tempting, and sometimes we do it because that's the only option. But it is sellers say, well, the buyers will just lowball if they think it's not worth this. Some buyers have a psychological barrier with that. They don't want to offend you. They don't want to insult you by giving you a super low offer. And so that's why you want to price right at the beginning, because those first 2 weeks is your highest exposure, and then it goes down.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah,
pricing and staging and just overall painting, first impressions make a difference.
Yes, everything.
And location, obviously.
You can't change that.
Yeah.
What you got is what you got. But you can enhance what you've got with all kinds of little things here and there. Another way that we can help our clients who contact us early in the process is we have a partner that we work with who helps sellers buy their next house before they sell their current home. And he has probably 6 different companies that he works with, and he can take your particular situation, analyze what you're trying to do, and match you with the best company with the lowest percentage. And the percentages run, like if you get him early in the process, literally, you can use him early in the process and set everything up to buy before you sell. But if on the other hand, timing works out perfectly and we get your house sold in the right time to literally allow you to buy, you set this up to be seamless, but if you don't use his services, you don't pay for anything. So it can be anywhere from 0% of the deal. 1% is if you use him, if we set it up early and we use the right company. So 1% of the deal just to be able to sell your home or to buy your next home before you sell your current home, that is such a luxury. If you have little children or pets, it is such
a game changer.
Oh, such a life game changer. It takes half the move stress. You know, moving is one of those top 10 stresses in life, and it just moves it down to like maybe a 4. You know, not a big deal.
I mean, the reason why it's so stressful is because so many people have to sell in order to buy.
Exactly.
So you have to time that perfectly. And we had a client once who was just like, how do you guys do it? Like, I don't understand. Like this, you do this every time?
This is what you do?
This is what you do? Like this is, I mean, y'all made it less stressful, but like it was still pretty stressful to like with it, all the timings, keeping up with everything.
It's a lot to keep up with.
We kept up with it and gave him updates on every step of the way, but he wanted to know for sure that everything would work out.
And it did.
I understand it is a tricky business.
It is.
It all worked out. We had it like I think it was back-to-back closings.
That worked out perfectly.
But yeah, there are ways.
But again, if you get us involved early and we can get our partner involved early, then it can be so much easier for you.
Yeah.
And
a lot more options.
Yeah, options are good.
Yeah. So I hope this was helpful. It's just a
wrap and relate.
A wrap and relate of what we're seeing in the business. And hopefully we'll do a more detailed market update pretty soon here.
One's coming, research is on the way. But in the meantime, if you have questions about the market, if you'll drop them in the comments below, that will give us kind of a starting point. We can handle your direct questions in video style and give you specific answers. So tune in for our next video.
We'll see you then.